Hello, I'm out in the mines at the moment and it's late night. I'm starting night shifts tomorrow, so I figured I'd just stay up all night. So I'm pretty cooked. I'm just gonna set you up down here. Yeah, so it's late at night. I'm out in the mines and just thought I'd make a video talking about how I got into underground mining. Now, entry level roles, there are heaps of underground mining roles that you can get into. A lot of them are nipper and offsider, those are the main ones, and then also underground truck drivers and things like that. So underground is quite easy to get into. I'd say that was my first ever mining job, was drilling offsiding underground as a diamond driller offsider. And honestly, I didn't need much tickets. It was like your HR manual and your driver's license, those sorts of things, first aid. So very basic tickets were needed to be able to obtain that job. See, I got a really good resume and application done up for me to send out to companies, and then that's why I got hit back, because I was applying to these places for like months, and probably just about applying to these places months beforehand with no luck. And it's because I got the resume and all that done that I finally got through. But yeah, underground mining. So very basic tickets. There's a lot of entry level roles that get into it. And those are some of the highest paying roles in the industry as well. There are quite a few different types of underground mines. The one that I was on was an underground gold mine. Pay wasn't too good as it was an entry level role, but as you progress throughout, one of my bros that is out there now, he's on like $250 a year, which is pretty fucking good money, bro. Like when you put around 3 or 4 years into something, and you make fucking $250,000. It's not bad. Underground was kind of shit work in my experience. I didn't really enjoy being underground, but I've met people that really love and enjoy being underground, which is great. For me, it wasn't really my buzz. It wasn't what I wanted to get into, but there's plenty of roles down there. You know, you go down there for 10 hours a day because you're not really coming up for smoker or anything. So you're down there 10 hours a day, in the dark. And it's pretty hot down there too, so you're gonna need a big ass fucking water bottle. I was like 2,000 meters underground, so 2,000 meters took us about an hour to get down there, which is quite a time, like drive down. Took a while. And obviously there's trucks and there's narrow passageways and all sorts of shit, so not everyone can hack that. Not everyone, if you're claustrophobic, you're not gonna last down there at all. And if you're not really keen on those messy environments, very stale heat down there, it's like real hard to breathe, I felt like. Also, when the air vents shut off, sometimes they do, there was dust just getting blown everywhere and you're breathing in fucking dust, and it's like silica dust. So underground is definitely not for everyone, and it was not for me. But if you're keen to get into underground industry, there's plenty of entry level roles out there. You just got to make sure you have a very good application when you're applying to these roles. We've helped multiple people get into nipper and drilling offsiding roles as well. So there's plenty of work opportunities in that range. And you know, I've been blessed to be able to have worked offshore, underground, surface mining, construction, all over these different industries over the last 8 or 9 years. And I can happily say that underground for me was probably the worst experience out of all of them. I did not enjoy it at all. Didn't last too long. But I got back to where I was happy, and that was with the cranes on surface and offshore and all of those sorts of things as well. So yeah, it just depends, whatever floats your boat, you know, whatever you like to get into, and if it's your buzz, then go hard for it. But for me, it just wasn't the right lineup. And man, some of those like roles underground, they're on 300 plus a year. 400 plus a year on even time rosters, you know, as bogger or whatever. I forgot the actual jumbo operator, bro. Jumbo operators, they're some of the highest paying mining roles in the industry. You're going to be waiting for someone to die to get in that seat, but it is still a very good role, very good pathway to go down, very good long-term career if that's what you want to do long-term underground. Man, money's insane. Some of them fellas are on like fucking 20k a week, which is absolutely bonkers. Absolutely insane. But yeah, that's how you get into underground. You just want to make sure you have a good application. There's plenty of entry level roles. You want to make sure you're in Australia, you have a working holiday visa. You need to be in Australia for these roles. People don't understand that, is that you need to be in Australia and you need to have working rights for you to even be able to think of getting into the mining industry. Companies aren't going to hire you overseas without visas. Sponsorships and all of those sorts of things just don't happen on the regular basis. So you're going to have to reach out to migration agents. I can't give you advice on any of that sort of stuff. You're going to have to do your own due diligence on that. And unfortunately, most countries will not have any luck with getting the visas sorted. So if you do have a visa, if you are ready to go, if you are in Australia and you're looking at getting into the mining industry, especially underground roles, there are heaps. Make sure you have the right application, mining resume, and also your Seek and LinkedIn profiles done. Preferably Seek, as that's where most of the underground roles are. There's a lot on LinkedIn as well. But if you have all those things in place and you have the right tickets and the right quals, sometimes you might not need any tickets for those roles, then you should be sweet. You shouldn't have any problems, and it is a very good career path to go down. I know people that are underground earning hundreds and thousands of dollars a year, 200,000 to 300,000. So it is a very good career path. Not for everyone though. It wasn't for me, and that's all good. That's life, brother.